Good evening and welcome to Talk Business. And if you're joining us from around the region, a big Bulavanaka to you. Did you know that virgin coconut oil is the most valuable product you can produce out of coconuts? Yes, it certainly is, and Talk Business will show you just how. Our team travels all the way to Labasa to feature how villages along the Naduri coastal area are benefiting from this trade by partnering with a local entrepreneur who's made an international impact by producing export quality Fijian-made virgin coconut oil. Join us over the next half hour as we showcase just how virgin coconut oil is produced into little bottles that represent the best of Fiji. This is Koratumbu village, around 25 kilometers out of Labasa town. Villagers like Luciana Gok have lived here in the Naduri coastal area their entire lives. It's the kind of contentment that comes from the simple life, away from the hustle and bustle of the big city. Simply one with nature. The villagers here depend on agriculture to help put food on the table, literally living off the tree of life by selling coconuts. They formed a unique partnership with local businessman Jagdesh Prasad, fondly known as Jack, by supplying raw coconuts for his virgin coconut oil venture.
Kay mami na maramani kortumbu dona buri-buri ni labo sarangan ko na suaniu. Kay mami daw akngani beniu kay mamilay December ti ko ni dakana na suaniu sandaw la ko may wejek kay mami daw bolita kini nga wejek yun December ni daw bolita kinani ko sa otarawi kay mami otaramay kami ngelo ko men singa barong buka kay mami sandaw moniti kay mami sa tigi bumi kay mami baso solani way longaniu kay mami lay tominiu tomiutinaniu sara ni tegebu sara me kay mami sa suaka kamarotu me da bana singa barong buka sangay daw kawan ni ngaw ni sala me da bana ngawna e ala tako jek be kay mami kami tawrakina na naniu.
Copra has been the lifeblood of northern Fiji. The coconut plantations speak for themselves. From Savu-Savu right up to the coastal areas of Labasa, the coconut trade had once flourished. But due to the low market price of copra, many copra farmers left the industry. Even coastal villages like Koratumbu made the transition to alternative forms of agriculture. Ivan Gok, however, discovered Jagdesh Prasad's venture, which gave villagers at Koratumbu an opportunity to rake some extra money from their coconut palms.
I told the villagers about Jack, and they really liked what I was telling them about Jack coming to buy house coconut. It's much easier to them, much easier to do the job than cutting copra. And they like it.
Batanile bunga na ngauna, kay maminda uswaka ni maminiu, kausara tiko na makete, kay malibuli-buli na makete. So na ngauna, kay mami esenga na transport, may korotumbo, na ito koro, may kito kautay na makete. Esindo na transport. Kay mami sa manimbiutu nga pata kay ni maminiu, ni kay mami bibuli taka, may rawakina na ni mami ngangandra ni matabubale. So talaga naongongan ni koro. Sa babi na pinakabay Jack, ni raw nila ko ti kumay, di ba ti kumay, kauta ti kumay na nona lori, pataki ko ay mamay boli na ni mami boli, na niu. Iyo, na lebo sar na ngauna, kay mami daw kiriko ya. Ni so naongaw nga baraw daka, sa nga tunay labo ni koro, kay mami daw kiriko ya, kay raw nila kumay, e na ngauna yung ngandrebikina, may boli na ni mami niu, may sotaba na ni mami ngangandre.
Around 10 villages along this coastal stretch now supply coconuts to Jack. That's around 40 families that depend on him for their livelihood. It's a partnership that works well for the villagers, given that there's no cost involved on their end. Jack makes daily trips to Naduri and easily collects around 5 to 10,000 coconuts in a week.
Bunga na ngauna, pata ni daw da katala nga na nisasawda ko na ni Vivi ko, pata na ni mami sasenga ni bangataki Jack, kay mami daw Vivi niu. Vivi na niu, Vesa, o tiyang kay ikaw Labasa. Iyo, kay mami sa umatalangan ni mami transport. Nangauna sa lang may kino Jack ko, sabo kay mami saranga, e naiboling ko na niyo. Kay mami sasenga ni daw binakata, kay mami lakaw na Vivi niu baleta. Isa umitala na lori, kay sauda, sasauda. Iliw sa binakang ko, sasauda na niu Vivi. Iyo, kay mami sangay kerkerbe Jack, sangay Vivi ti ko mo Jack ko. Kay mami babinakan, isangay bau binakatoka na isaw ni niu. Kay mami sangay kilatal nga kinanayangan ni niu kay mami.
It's small businesses like Jack's that help small communities like Luciana's make the leap out of poverty.
Au pa binabinaksar bi Jack, balet niyo ko ya. Pero ni may buki kay mami na doon nga sala. Ko may bulet yo kinani mami niu. Di kay mami nga rebi ko pwede di man. Yo binakasar nga bi kay mami. Ibinakabay kay mami na ko may balatan di buki kay mami. So nang una ni kay mami lenga din sa sartunga. Ela ko mo ko. Iyo kay mami nga reba tala nga kay rawa. Ni so tala na bin business sila lay bakata ki Jack. Ero ni may sotaba na ni mami. So tala na business ito na so na matanggal business bakata ki Jack. Na kay raw ni rala ko may buki kay mami. Yan na ni mami maliway man tanga bata kay Jack sambaw binaksar nga. Tani nga na kay mami lenga kina. Kay mami kadibi ko ya. Koya di ba may na ni mami lenga. Toma na mayo koya. Nabi lenga ito na laman ni koron. Lawangawangan ni koron daw daka. Kay mami kadibi koya. O koya la ko may. Nami kautan na ni mami niu bolitaki.
Jack is really helping us here. Because anytime we want cash, we always call Jack. And he always help us. Most villages we depend on Jack. That's why we always sell our coconut to him. No other market, we depend on him.
Before Jack turned into a businessman, he was pulling rabbits out of a hat. Today, it's still his passion, but his little coconut oil processing plant is where his obsession lies. Fijica Natural Products came into existence some 11 years ago. It's been a decade-long struggle, and making his dream a reality was never easy. You see, Jack comes from a farming background, so it was only natural that he too would go into cane farming. But he knew there was much more to life than cutting cane if he tried.
Farming was really challenging to me, and it was a hard job too. Then in my mind, I always was thinking about doing something new and better for living. So as I was going through my farming, I always looked at something new and to do something new. And I was thinking about poultry farm and other things. Then I came to some process of Belgian coconut oil, which is set up in some places. Then after looking at that, I thought it was a good idea. But the process was very small and very labor intensive. It was hard work. So I thought of why not do it in a bigger way.
Through the help of the Agriculture Ministry and the internet, Jack located a mill in India that sold a specialized processor. And that's when he started the Virgin Coconut Oil or VCO venture. Back in the day, VCO was unheard of, and now it's the buzzword. Jack knew right from the start that there was big money in this business.
The small processors were able to process only 200-liter drum per week with that small machines. So when I thought if there's a bigger machines and bigger operation, that would give a good income. Yeah.
And the markets, I mean, there are huge markets in Fiji and abroad for this product back then?
Yeah, the markets are coming now. Yeah, and it's a good future.
So just how did he spot the potential in coconuts? What made this magician realize that this agro product could yield good results?
It was a good time for me, and sometimes there was up and downs too. When there's no market, sometimes the market refused to buy because of oversupply sometimes. So there was hard times too, but in between that time, I also had an idea, why not to do some value adding to virgin coconut oil and other coconut products. And after years later, then I went to soap manufacturing, which is also, the oil is used there. The coconut oil is the main thing to produce coconut soap. Because at the moment, not many people are doing, only few producers. It's good for me because apart from Belgian coconut oil, we also do some other value-added products from coconut.
Today, Jack's small business has grown from these little packaged bottles to a fully fledged export quality product. He supplies pure virgin coconut oil to one of our largest exporters, Pure Fiji. The organic beauty and skin product company is one of Jack's biggest buyers.
They buy in bulk from us in 200-liter drums, which they buy. After buying, they bottle it, or sometimes they do the value adding into other products, and they export it and sell it locally too.
Ensuring a consistent supply, finding the right buyers, and fine-tuning a complex manufacturing process isn't easy. And the entrepreneur will attest it hasn't always been a joyride. Sometimes
Weather conditions, and currently I'm facing with problems with the working shed, which is not big enough. So in the very near future, we are trying to get one shed in the industrial area in Labasa town, which will help me a lot with the help of EU and SPC IACT funding.
This is, in the literal sense of the word, a coconut business. And like all businesses, it drops to a low every now and then. So did he ever think of throwing in the towel?
When the challenges come, we have to work hard too. We should never think of going back. Yeah.
And that's what kept you going?
Yeah, that's it.
Despite the hype surrounding VCO and the fact that through the cold press method, many villages can easily venture out into virgin coconut oil, competition hasn't even put the slightest dent in his business.
There's no problem in coconut supply till now, but for the marketing area, there are plenty of people producing it, but I don't know, I'm not sure about the quality. For us, because we have gone through this for 11 years, and we had so many, training on the VCO and other products. So we are well aware of the quality. So we can say that our quality is right to the market level. Our quality is one of the best quality. So because plenty of people producing, they may not be aware of some of the critical points. So where that problem comes, so the shelf life of the products.
Fijica Natural Products is one of the 44 enterprises assisted by the European-funded Increasing Agricultural Commodity Trade Project, or IACT. Jack approached IACT a few years back, and since then, it has not only helped increase his supplier base, but also provided assistance towards marketing, labeling, and website development to put his product out there in the international market. The businessman knows just how important this sort of assistance could mean for a small business like his.
It will give me some help and some release for purchasing one building, one shed which is large enough for doing process and which will be HACCP certified too in the future. We are looking to have it certified HACCP, so because of the quality and the market demand.
By the end of the year, he hopes to expand the business and move into a new premises. IACT is also providing support towards the construction of a new processing shed. A larger production line could easily help him increase his output from between 200 to 400 litres up to 2,000 litres a week.
They have promised to assist us by branding, labeling, and creating website, and looking for some other investors, because I'm also looking for some investor who can invest with us to expand and to export.
The whole idea behind the expansion is to get his products directly into the international market.
Expansion will include a better and bigger space for working, and some more machineries, and with some more workers.
Can you please explain to us what happens at this stage?
After scraping the coconut grit, you're going to see the coconut has been dried to take out all the moisture. So in this coconut, after the moisture is taken out, the only oil is left, which is taken inside for expelling the oil out. So this is dried and it will be taken inside and it will be squeezed. After squeezing, the oil will be filtered in the filter press to get a clear oil. After coconut scraped and dried, the coconut has been put in the machine. So it's called the expeller machine for expelling the oil out. As you can see now in the picture, the oil is being expelled and the oil is coming out from the machine and going into this collection tank, and from here the oil goes into the filter press where the oil is being filtered. Here you can see the oil has been filtered, and it is filtered so properly. The oil is very clear and pure, and it's a virgin coconut oil, true virgin coconut oil, where people buy it for drinking, cooking, and for other traditional uses. And apart from this virgin oil, there's another byproduct coming from this machine, you can see, and we sell it to the farmers as a chicken feed.
The expansion of his business would only mean continued support for villages like Korotumbu.
If we expand, we'll also be needing more coconuts from the farmers, and in that way, farmers will also be helped in terms of selling their coconuts, because in olden times, from till now, they had been looking for copra only from the coconut. But apart from copra, the coconut is another thing which could be, which has a better value than copra. So they can also sell more coconut to us, which is much faster and easier for them. In terms of copra, it's a 1 week job to cut and dry and again bring it to the buyers. Whereas for coconut, we go and buy from the farm gate.
And for those that depend on businesses like Jack's, it's really about making the most of life through a partnership that goes beyond mere business.
Au besure tal singa beke mani na bekango nunggu itoka ni marama kerawan yo ni wako kota ke mani paletana ngawni salango dinangani ngawni salam bedi ngawni sal ni labom bedi suaniu iyo kelati ko ni duana ngawni sala ebi nakabeke mami paletani ke mami sarawata chokina na ne mami mbula na mbula ni matabu bale na ne mami be maliwai tal tanga ke jek ke binakatiko iyo ke mami surati ke mani sona marama itiko san ne mami koro wala kan ni mami koro surete kemni ke rota langani ni mai tobole amanda na business lalai bango en business kami dan baleta ni sa ikua sa ilabo talangani kuwa do sa bangarana ilabo ni kuwa ona tarata talangani kuwa baleta ni sana mai sa mi ngabe iko na nomu market takatigo yani na be ka obia market takabana niu au surete kemni ke rawa era na be kor bole kati tumbu era barong tiko na mataka ni kuwa ke rawa ni rala ko mai era mai bangkara so na business lalai bataka ke mamisa waya doreti ko go e tumbu.
If you do something, keep on, it's called perseverance. It will help you. Never look at back, keep on going forward. It will help.
And that's a wrap for this week. We'd love to hear from you, so do send us an email, talkbusiness@fijitv.com.fj. Log on to our Facebook page, www.facebook.com/talkbusiness, to view tonight's show and also past favorite episodes. You could also subscribe to our YouTube channel, Talk Business. Thank you for joining us. Join us again at the same time next week. Until then, have yourself a productive week.